Hi, this is Michael Gordon of GreatPrinterProfiles.com. I create custom printer profiles for photographers, printmakers, and anyone else concerned with the finest quality printed output. Today I'm going to teach you how to print my targets so that I can create a custom profile for you. Before I get started, I do want to let you know that I'm demonstrating with Photoshop CS3 as well as my Epson 7880 printer drivers. Depending upon your printer and image software, your windows may look a little bit different. Nonetheless, what we're going to affect is the same. I'm going to go ahead and start by opening up the targets, and you'll notice that when you go to print these targets, the first thing you're going to get is a notice that it does not have an embedded RGB profile, meaning there is no color space assigned to it. This is exactly what we want for these targets, no color space. Please do not change this. Secondly, you're going to get this text layer notice. You may get it. Don't worry about it. It just controls this down here, printer setup and date. You can either officially label that by altering that layer, or you can just write on the target. It really doesn't matter. This target cannot be physically resized, both resolution and the physical size of the target itself. If you do so, it may make it impossible for me to make the profile for you. So please do not change the resolution of the target and do not change the physical size. So I'm going to go ahead and get immediately into the print window. I'll start by selecting the right printer, which in this case will be the Epson 7880, and I want to go right into page setup. Once I'm in page setup, I do want to select the media type that's appropriate for my paper. If you're using any Epson papers on an Epson printer, they're all specified in the default settings. It'll make it really easy to pick the right paper. If you're using a third-party manufacturer's paper, please consult them. They'll specify the media type and most likely the print quality settings and so forth. For this demonstration here, we're going to go ahead and leave it on premium luster photo paper, assuming it is premium luster. If I'm making you a color a color profile, it'll always be set to color. And for print quality, on any Epson printer, I always recommend quality versus speed or max quality. Finally, you do want to have the print preview checked, and we do need to specify the right size of paper. If you're printing from a roll, go ahead and put that in. If you're printing sheets, the sheets are going to be 12 inches by 10 inches due to the size of my targets. There are workarounds. Please read my printed instructions to use smaller sheets of paper. Now that I've got these settings created, before I go away from here, I want to save these settings. You'll notice I've saved a bunch of previous settings here. This way, when I go in to print using a particular paper, I can recall the settings that I used to create the target. This is important. The settings used to print the target must be the same as when printing images using the custom profile. Any change may mean invalidation of the profile. So please save the settings that you use to make these targets and recall those settings every time you'll make a print using that same paper with my custom profile. Now that we've got that done, the only other thing we need to do is make sure that in the print mode we're on color management, and finally, as to color handling, we want to be no color management. That is, the target has no color space assigned, the output will have no color space assigned. We're just passing this through the printer, which is exactly how we want this to go. This covers all the basic instructions for printing. If you're using Adobe Photoshop CS5, Adobe Lightroom, or any Epson printer with a Mac computer, you will have problems addressing color management. Please see my printed instructions for the workaround on that. If you have any questions on how to print my targets, please send me an email or give me a call, and thanks for watching.